Hello Pisces, welcome back to Tarot by Jess. We're going to do our mid-month reading for October. Okay, so I've already cleansed our area, said a prayer, and we'll see what messages come out for Pisces. All right, I'm going to keep this one. What's your overall energy? Six of Swords. Thank you, Spirit. Hope everyone's having a good month. So far, so good. All right. I'm going to do it just a little bit differently this time. So, wow, Pisces. Okay. All right. So basically what I'm going to do this time is I have the overall energy is going to be the Six of Swords. And of course, we'll go over that. And then I have three separate groups. So I'm going to channel the three separate messages coming through and read the cards. And on the bottom, we have Eight of Wands. Okay. So definitely using your head to for an idea to take off motion, okay? Definitely that. So just give me a moment. That's the overall. So this movement is happening in your life, Pisces. And that basically is on all three sets, okay? So that kinds to be across the board, whether, and each one it's kind of different. So it's, okay, give me 1 second here. All right, so for this first group here, we'll clarify some. You've got the Page of Wands, you've got the Moon, and you've got the Four of Cups. So the feeling, the message that I'm getting from this is, of course, pages are, you know, that new, untried, new beginnings, naive kind of energy. Wands being that willpower, creativity, passion, you know, action, but not the experience, right? New to the game, right? New to life, new to these things, but they're full of that willpower, that intensity, you know, because as a page, you don't know any better. You know, you haven't made the mistakes. You haven't really learned that yet. You haven't learned how to balance yourself, you know, or basically to know when to kind of pull back some, right? But you definitely are going towards an unknown situation, or whatever it is that you are taking this action towards, or this passion towards, that you're, you know, this new energy that you're putting into something. It's not something that's known for you, and it's kind of scary because it is unknown. But you're bored with what you have going on. I feel like you feel stagnant because you've got the Four of Cups. And Four of Cups in this deck, you know, he's sitting here. He's got those three cups in front of him, and the one that's lit up is behind him with the cobwebs on the shelf, with all the books, all the studies, you know. So I feel like this is something that you do have knowledge on, because that cup is something you are passionate about. With, you know, cups are emotions, passion is going to bring you fulfillment, happiness. And with that cup, you know, sitting up in the bookshelf there with the books, I feel like you do have the knowledge. And I feel like maybe you don't know that you have the knowledge when it comes to this new idea, where you're putting your energy into, where you're this passion and this drive, this action that you're taking. So I feel like you do have the knowledge. I feel like you just don't know that you I feel like you know more than you think you know when it comes to this, okay? But anytime the Moon shows up, that is, you know, something scary for the most part, because it is unknown. It's always taking that, I always feel like the Moon and like the Fool is kind of similar. You know, it's going for something even though you don't know exactly what the outcome is going to be, if that makes sense. You know, you don't always know what you're about to face. And with the overall energy being that Six of Swords, it's a lot of your obstacles are in your head. They're in your mind right now. But I feel like you are trying to make the best decision for you and possibly your child or your children. And you may, you know, because in this picture, it does display, like, you know, she's cradling her child. Like, okay, I want to make a better life for them. We've got to, you know, take a new path, a new direction. And here, you know, she does have help. Someone is assisting in that, getting her out of the situation, or helping her move forward. And I just say her because in this card, that's what it's pictured. But obviously, this goes, you know, energy-wise. So whatever it is that you are moving towards or leaving behind, you know, getting away from, that Six of Swords, a lot of the obstacles and a lot of the problems I think that you are focusing on or causing like blockages is in your mind. It's your own hang-ups. Like, okay, I've tried this before. Maybe this has been a problem, and I've tried this. Because if you see how these swords are layered, you know, 1, 2, 3, and then you got them on this side here, the way that they go up, it's like, okay, well, this is a problem. Or what about this? And what about this? And what about this? And what about this? You know, they're all kind of like staggered. So it's almost like you're creating problems that aren't they're in your head, basically. Not to say that, you know, they aren't real concerns or things that you should pay attention to, but don't let it don't let it consume you, overtake your thoughts to where you're not going for what you want to do. And then this next set of cards here, again, this almost feeds into this same group here. And it's, you know, you've got two aces, Ace of Wands, Ace of Swords, and then you've got the Magician. And so, of course, aces, you know, what do we know about aces? Again, new opportunities, new beginnings, right? And then one is wand, and then one is a sword. So it literally is, you know, I feel like you're really putting thought and passion into what you are wanting to do right now, because this showed up with the Magician. So you literally are manifesting this new opportunity, this new beginning, with the wand and the sword. You know, again, you're putting thought, you're putting, you know, your intellectual capabilities and things that you know into effect. And it also is passion driven, you know, creativity. It's a project, taking action with it, with this wand, because you've been manifesting this, right? You know what you want. You've made up your mind, and you're making this happen. So that, I mean, this set is pretty clear cut. And then going to this last one here, you had the Sun. We've got the Six of Cups, and then you had the Two of Cups in reverse. So the Sun, for me, always feels like life. You know what I mean? Like, it illuminates. It is, you know, it is the sun. The sun brings forth energy. It's everything, you know, everything kind of coming together, right? I mean, she is just on top of the world, just right there, you know, riding through on this beautiful horse with her wand of fire, just kind of going through. But, you know, this doesn't come easy, right? So this last little set, I feel like someone is going to come back from your past and try to reconcile. And I feel like this was somebody you thought was really going to be a fulfillment for you with that Sun. I feel like you felt like this person was your life. And I'm saying this because you have the Six of Cups, which Six of Cups is like an equal kind of give and take. It's also nostalgia, like from the past. But then with this Two of Cups coming up in the reverse, I feel like this is someone that you've already tried, you know, to come together with and mix your magics, you know, your love together. And it didn't work. I feel like it wasn't an equal give and take. I feel like it was really an unbalanced relationship that you had with this person. And I do feel like it was a romantic connection, because you got two cups, you got the Six of Cups and you got the Two of Cups. Cups meaning emotion. So I feel like this is somebody that you really thought was going to bring you, emotion, like this kind of freedom, this kind of love, happiness, fulfillment, freedom type of, almost like wish fulfillment was going to really just kind of be the cherry on top of your life. But that was not the case. That's not, it didn't come together because there wasn't that equal give and take. You were expecting that equal give and take. And I feel like Pisces, you gave and gave and gave, but this person did not. So I'm going to do some clarifying here and see, get some more information on these channeled messages coming through. And please take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Obviously, this is a general message, and it's not going to resonate with everyone. So take what is for you, and leave behind what is not. Okay. If you would like a personal reading, there will be information about that in the description box. Okay. And please like, share, and subscribe right here. All right. Here. All right. So our clarification here on this new beginning here at the Tower moment brought you to that. Something really shook you up because you were in this complacent area. And yep, we got the Knight of Pentacles on the bottom. So don't take too much time going for what you want, okay, Pisces? Let me set that right here. I need my other hand. All right, so basically, you've had this Tower moment. You've sat here complacent, bored, looking at what you got. You weren't noticing, what's behind you there, which is something that I believe, like I said before, I believe that you do have, knowledge on already, because that cup sits in all those books, so it's something that's going to make you feel alive again. See how that light is there? It's gonna spark, get your brain going again, okay? Because I know when it was sitting there feeling stagnant for so long, you just kind of feel like your brain's turned into mush. We're not getting, the stimulation and the social interactions and things like that. So it's a lot easier to kind of fall into this mindset, especially right about now. And we're not looking at what we have. So, you got this new idea, this new passion, this new drive. This could also be a message coming in. I don't believe that's it just because we have those, two aces coming out in that next little batch. And I kind of feel like these are connected, these two here. And again, they all three could be in some way, shape, or form. However, you will be going in, making a decision, doing something that is unknown, or, get a message from someone who's going to give you some information, Pisces, that is unknown to you, that creates a Tower moment. It could very well be that, you're sitting here kind of bored, minding your own business, not really paying attention to this, this illuminated, something you should be paying attention to. Basically, it's behind you. So you're not paying attention to something, so it's unknown. This Page of Wands is going to come in, take some action, and let you know something that is unknown to you at the time, which creates a Tower moment. Or, you sat here long enough and you created your own Tower moment, like, I just can't do this anymore. I have got to make a move. I have got to do something. Let me put some action into this new idea of mine, some passion, the power, the will, creativity. Let me put that in, even though, it's a brand new idea and it's very unknown to me. Okay, so this can be looked at a couple different ways, Pisces. So this next set with this clarifying card, we've got the Queen of Cups. So again, you're manifesting these new idea, putting action in behind this new idea, this direction that you're going in with these here. And I think whatever it is that you are going for is going to put you in this level of comfort and stability. That's what you're manifesting. You're manifesting love, money, stability, comfort, right? And possibly, I feel like this one, you know, in this one here, she's pouring out her love all around her. You know, I don't feel like, you know, she's pouring it out like I'm done with it, you know, like, oh, I don't want this anymore. This feels like I am fully submerged into my passions, my loves, my emotions, you know, my spiritual ideas. You know, is this a spiritual path that you're going on, that you're now, you know, you've had these ideas, you're putting action into it, you know, you are using that magician power here. And Pisces, we are cups, we're the water, fully submerged into this new spiritual journey that you're on, pouring everything you have into it. And this is a life that you're manifesting for yourself, you know. But it was completely new beginnings on two areas, you know. It was this passion, this will, this using your mind. It took a lot to get this new beginning going, to reach this stability and this emotional stability, I think, is what you're looking for, this spiritual stability. And it took a minute to get there. You know, you don't become a queen overnight, right? But you manifested this, and it did take time. But I believe this is what you're trying to reach, is this comfort where you can be fully submerged into this life that you want, Pisces, and you just are considered, you know, pouring it on yourself. It's, to me, I feel like she's pouring like self-care, self-love, the things that make her happy, because that cup holds, you know, our happiness, right? It's the things that bring us happiness and fulfillment and joy and things like that. So it's almost like, I feel like, you know, she's pouring it into, you know, adding into what she's already in, right? She's adding more into more water, more love, more emotion into, you know, where she's already at. So I truly think you were just trying to build on your stability through the things that make you happy. And so clarifying what I feel like was, you know, a love situation that was not evenly balanced for you, was perfect, was this Page of Cups, which is probably the energy that this person that you were dealing with had. It was an immature energy. You know, they don't know how to handle their cup of emotion and love. They're just out there fumbling it all around. The fish is jumping out of the cup, you know, it's a mess, you know, it's all ruckus around them. It's splashing and chaos, and they're making a mess of the emotions. Whether that was intentional or not, you know, I don't know. I didn't see any cards like to come, you know, like the Seven of Swords or anything, you know, sneaky or anything like that. I feel like this was just a very immature energy that you were dealing with, Pisces, that, you know, you may have put a little bit, I feel like I think you put a little bit too much hope and energy and expectations. That's the word. You put too much expectations on this this immature, emotionally immature person. So no, you are not going to get an equal give and take here. Okay, it was not, you know, two people were not giving equally. There was no balance. Okay, so with that being said, we will pull a light worker oracle for you and see what that has to say. I hope this helped you, Pisces. If any of these resonated or with you, please let me know in the comments. And like I said, in the description there will be the info if you want to book a personal and get more in depth. I'd be very happy to help you with that. Thank you, Spirit. So you got number 27, which is Cosmic Heart, Cosmic Christ. And let's see. And that's going to be Christ consciousness is an expression of divine love that comes straight from the universal heart. It triggers a transmutation as evolution to absolute, that we are irrevocably changed. I cannot say that word, I'm sorry. we increasingly become an embodied expression of pure divine will and an unwavering expression of divine love for all who are in need. This process takes lifetimes to complete. As you proceed, you will receive countless blessings to support your journey and fulfill your sole purpose of serving love. There will also be tests. These give the spirit a chance to develop mastery. There will be tests of forgiveness. It is easier to forgive when you don't harbor resentment at natural limitations, which is like being angry at the sun for not shining at night. Natural laws prevail. So whether we are speaking of the sun, a child, or ourselves as we grow, compassion allows forgiveness to flow more easily. There will also be tests of power. As you grow, you will become more powerful. You can use that power to help or hinder others, to manipulate them through fear or encourage them with love. You can nurture yourself on your path, or you can relentlessly criticize yourself for your errors. You can claim your power comes from some superiority you possess, or you can see yourself as a surrendered vehicle, animated in purposeful action through the grace of the divine. You may feel you need to sacrifice yourself for others, but you are just as much in need of love as any other being on this planet. When you are full and overflowing, what you share with others can enhance you and them. It is not a choice between what nurtures you and what nurtures others, as if those were competing needs. In the realm of the Christ, what nurtures you is actually nurturing for all. When you are feeling diminished or drained, you have been pulled out of the higher frequencies of peace and kindness to yourself. You become trapped in unforgiveness or power games, or seduced by the lesser truths of another rather than the truth of your own heart. Christ calls to you now to receive his love for you, to allow your own heart to feel the grace and healing of this. It can be a challenge to learn to love another in a way that does not harm you. Perhaps you learned that love was about making yourself less in order to keep another feel like more. This is not love. Not is it consciously chosen sacrifice. It is a heart acting out its scars from the past. Your heart deserves to experience real love. As you gently claim this for yourself, you will find much strength within, much respect for yourself, and a willingness to receive much good in your life. It is time for you to embrace the higher expression of the Christ love within you. You have a much right to experience love, respect, and forgiveness as another. Sharing love in any way brings you closer to your spiritual mission this lifetime. It also attracts prosperity and abundance. Let the love in. You do not have to suffer to grow now. You just need to let love flow. So it says to say, I call on the unconditional love of the Christ in the form of Christ consciousness and sacred, peaceful, kind, and generous nature of my own heart. I open to receive an abundance of loving kindness from the universe in unlimited forms of blessing. I allow myself to give and receive freely. All that I want and need comes to me in accordance with the loving intelligence of divine timing. I feel much gratitude in my heart for the loving blessings and grace of the universe. May the light and love of the true Christ bless the hearts of all living beings, bringing peace, joy, and divine love through my own free will. So be it. Okay, Pisces. That is your mid-month reading. And again, I hope that helps. Yes, please like, share, and subscribe. And as always, I love you, Pisces, and I will see you soon. Bye.